In this video, we're going to go over the anti-gravity module, which utilizes the Mona PPV, or the player property volumes component, to manipulate gravity and such. So for example, we jump on it, and you can see we are jumping extremely high, not quite as affected by gravity. So if we take a look in Unity, here's our anti-gravity module. And if I go select it in the hierarchy and expand it, you'll see a PPV object. That's the one that contains the player property volumes, which we utilize for super jump, super run functionality to manipulate the walk speed, sprint speed, as well as jump height, gravity in this case, and also bloom, chromatic abrasion, and motion blur if we want to. If you want to learn more about the player property volumes, be sure to check out the videos on the super jump and the super run module, and check out the Mona playground for even more interactive tools and toys to play with. So basically that's it. We don't have to utilize a fan. We can utilize, any animation we want. It could be just a glowing square on the floor, whatever it is you want, or maybe it's just an invisible area where gravity gets affected. So in this instance, in order to create an anti-gravity effect, we're overriding the gravity in the player property volumes, and we're adjusting the gravity, which I've got now set to 120. -1 basically means those are sort of inactive. Now, if I click on the player property volumes, you can see if I go to the box collider and I click the edit collider button here, this is our hit area, or the area where the anti-gravity, the gravity gets manipulated, or you could say the player property volumes can be manipulated within this space, but in this instance, of course, we're just manipulating the gravity. So then you have to play around with it. Sometimes you might want it to be a little bit shorter. If you do it higher, it's as if though you can jump while you're still within that space and go even higher. But then you also want to modify the gravity, because sometimes you'll wind up just shooting up all the way up into the sky and never coming back down. But that's basic. That's the basics of the anti-gravity module. Just drag and drop, and if you need to, manipulate a couple of parameters, change the fan if you want to use something different, and you're good to go.